there. Thought I'd mention, is the speaker on? That I got that project, not this, project compiling, and it works. I'll show you it working by having two boxes, both in the same directory. Okay. This was formerly M. Now, well, first let me just run it. Hello S is the server bit. Okay. Now I changed the client code so I can provide a string as a parameter for the message. It's called hello C. And there, okay, it's come out. This thing hasn't spelled that wrong. Hasn't terminated. The reason is that previously this here shutdown was the immediately followed this part. In fact, I don't need this here anymore. So instead, I removed that. And if there is a string, or if there's a second parameter, I pass that to the hello proc. Otherwise, if there's no parameter, call the shutdown. So if I want to shut it down, I'll do hello C with no parameter, and it stops. Okay. And the server, I got my macros back in. I don't need this anymore. I thought I could print this status, but I didn't realize that status, or that function doesn't return until the server has been closed down. So there's nothing to print out. Well, I could print out the final error code, whatever. Maybe I should. Anyway, it doesn't matter. If there is an error, if it's not 0, then one of these asserts, well, it's not assert. I improvised and made my own assert here. Just print out file and line number and the number, the return value that's if it's non-zero. Assertion %s. %s is the name, would be the name passed in. So it would say error server listen failed in that case, and then just file and line number. That's as good as assert. Oops. The problem is I can't seem to get it working with this thing. Although this seems to be the same code and everything, there's something wrong. I'm doing something wrong. I'm including all the libs and it compiles and everything, but I always get an error on the client side saying that the server doesn't exist. It could be that because I was running tests here and I used the same name. Oh no, I changed the name and it still failed. It's not in here at the moment. What I'm doing at the moment is fixing not only this, but any of my programs. So I should recompile Notepad. The file open dialog needs to do something that I hadn't thought of. Utils. I hadn't thought of until what happened was I couldn't delete a directory. And it so happened that that directory I couldn't delete. Oh god. I rebooted. Was open in this. I couldn't delete a directory. My batch file doesn't seem to work anymore. It appears I have to change this from one to another. Then it works. And I can find it. And it will continue to work. Okay. So, yeah, this is a diversion, but it's important, actually. People should realize this. See this directory, okay? Let me just exit this and run the old version. Now, I've been, you know how program files is set up to protect you by disallowing non-administrators to write to those directories. I've been doing the same thing here. The quick list should currently, I won't be able to install there. What I do is just give myself full control. It's me. Notice how there's two listings for me here. Now I can install there. This is the old version. Oh, it doesn't even install there. I have to uninstall it. Currently. No problem. That shouldn't even be in there. The uninstaller doesn't seem to work properly. Nope, now it does. It's gone. This is gone from startup. Burning question. Yes. Gone. Okay. Everything's working perfectly now. No, it's not going to work. Well, we'll see. Yeah. Now that's something that you should be careful of, by the way. For install programs that ask for administrator rights, okay, like this one didn't, okay, but if it did, suppose it did like most installers do, and you see this checkbox at the end, right? Don't unclick that, because what you're allowing is for the program to run as administrator. It already has administrative rights, and it can pass those rights on to the program itself, which can do more possibly than an install program can do. And so don't do that. Let the install finish, and then go and run the program as a regular user, and now it can't do any harm. Alright, now here's the thing. Have it in here. Yeah. Close new item. I select new item, and I go here and choose that. Okay. Now it turns out that the dialog that comes up as the one provided by Windows changes the current directory as you navigate around. So the current directory of this program should now be this directory here. And if I try to delete this directory, I should get an error. See? It's opening another program. And what program? I don't know. Doesn't tell you. Well, eventually I found out. And I found out how you can determine which program is owning a certain directory without installing anything special. I forget how. Oh, it's what's it called now? I can't remember. It's something already installed on your system. It will tell you the current directory for, well, no, it'll tell you which files are locked and by which process. Where did I find that? Learning about nmake. Lots of Pirate Bay. I've been doing some music stuff. RPC. Because that happened to me and I figured out, oh no, I got something wrong with my system because I couldn't find any process at all that might have been logging a directory. I'll be going too far. Maybe I can search for something. Yeah. Clock. Oh, here it is. I should have bookmarked. Well, maybe I did. Not Process Explorer. It's not Process Explorer. It's something you don't have to install anything. How to find that? Oh, yeah. Something like that. not using Process Explorer. No. Minus Process Explorer. Sorry, but I'm sure that everybody wants to know this, right? I can't think of anyone. No. Is that what I just clicked on? Probably. Oh, in use. I can't believe that. Maybe I bookmarked it. It would have been useful. Yeah. Stupid. So dumb. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'll find out later. So I can't delete this, right? And I used that special method to find out what process had it logged. It turned out to be my own program doing it. This guy. Exit it. Now I can delete it. See? Oops. So, how do you fix that problem? It's quite simple to fix. All you do is what I've done after running that GetOpenFileName procedure, right? Set the current directory to the directory of your program, because you know that directory definitely exists, right? And it would not be able to be deleted if your program is still running anyway, right? So you don't lose anything by doing this, and that's all you got to do. I have one for open and one for save. Same code. These funny functions with the $sign are analogs for echo percent and 0, not $percent. But you can't use a percent sign in a variable name. You can use a dollar though. Oh no! Oh, I need a wiggle. Yeah. See that what it's printing out is the name of the current batch file. If you wanted the extension, you put an X here, and that's the right. or another one is P, which is the path. Okay, that's the path of the zero. %0 is like in C programs, argv of 0. Okay, now it turns out that it happens to be just del name. If you want the full path, this is drive and path with no file name. If you want the full path, I think just F. Yeah, that gives you the full path of the corresponding with the 0th argument. Anyway, so I have these functions defined in a similar way. Unfortunately, they don't work with F11. You have to search for this thing. And here they all are. F, that should be probably FP, right? What is it? What does F do? Same thing. Okay. So F is full path, fully qualified path, D for drive. Okay. Drive and path, just the path, just the name, just the extension, name extension, same as in bash files. Alright, so that therefore this here is setting the current directory to the drive and path of the current program, which definitely exists and definitely cannot be removed while this program is running. So that's the perfect place to put your current directory. Similarly, the same comment for save file. After you're done, set the current directory to known directory that is not allowed to be touched while your program is running. So I uninstall that thing, which is bad. Let's get rid of it. It's gone there. Should be gone from the start. Okay. Install the new one. Text. So now this one is going to fail, I think. Yeah. We'll do the same thing. It's a pain, but once you've installed a program and you don't expect to install it again, then you do this bit. Of blocking it. Full permission. See, now it's okay for me to do this because it wasn't running as an administrator. Now, to change this back to the safe scenario. Let's get rid of these four. Create files, append data. That would be like if a virus wants to append part of its code to your program, it can't now. If you're Alan, administrators can do it. So I don't my machine set up so that I don't, even though I am an administrator, programs don't run with administrator access. As you just saw, the installer failed. Now, get rid of that. New, I'll go to temp and select this file. If it works as before. Okay, so now that directory is not being used and I should be able to delete it. And I can, so it's fixed. The other programs I have, well actually, for Notepad, yes, saving. No, but the Notepad program is fine because the file, if it's just saving a file and it doesn't close, then that doesn't matter where its current directory is. That directory is locked. It's similar for open. Although you might cancel. I'm not sure what would happen. Suppose I run Notepad, my Notepad. I go to that directory. This thing changes your current directory as you navigate around. Suppose I go here and just cancel. I'm not going to delete the directory. Yeah. Go ahead. Well, there's nothing in there anyway, but I want to remember the icon. Alright, so you saw this on the client and server work. The problem that I'm having getting it working under the debugger. I can have it run under the debugger, easy actually. Let's say client. Well, let's say server. All I gotta do is put an F3 here. I might have to put it following the declaration. And then run it. The F3 will prompt for the just-in-time debugger setting or program that is set up when you install the compiler. I should get a prompt here. Then I say, let's bring this up, debug, and now I can just go directly into the currently open program. And since this was compiled with debug, it shows me the source and the lines. So I can step through it, right? For instance, what does this PSEG security get set to? Didn't set to anything. Oh, sorry, this is something else. register interface. Oh, this doesn't have that. Let's see. Remember, one of these things converts a handle to a string, but this one doesn't do it. So, in fact, I want this 1, 2, and that. It's the client. The server. I don't know why this works here. It doesn't work. I added all these includes. Maybe they're different from mine for client and server. Maybe I forgot that underscore. I don't know. So we'll run the server. So that's one way to get into the debugger, but it's not preferred. But it's better than nothing. At least we can look. Okay, now it was asking about this. Wow, close. So here's one thing where it does this compose binding string from this, and the thing that it returns is that. Why is that not listed here? Oh, here it is. So all it does is it takes the protocol name, right, a colon, and then the particulars in brackets. Okay. Now the problem, this is the problem I'm having with the other one. It has to do, I think, with this handle. The MIDL compiler. Let's see, what does this say? Gives you this junk code. Now this is different. When I ran it, obviously I ran it the wrong way. Oh no, it's not this file, it's the one that's all messed up. Is this one. You see this? Here is a thing, oh no, this one. Here is a thing being declared as extern. Name hello stub desk. Then down here, here's a hello stub desk, same name, static. Okay. Now, why it does that, I have no idea. This here handle is not even, I don't think it's declared as an extern here. Did I copy that? No. IF. But it's C, right? You can do anything you like. So in this structure, there is a, you can just write this. Doesn't matter, you know. and it compiles. And where is it? Why is the linker not complaining? Because that thing happens to be defined in hello c.c. Well, there it is. See? Now it took me a long time to realize this. And I've tried to do that in the other project and it's failing. But also declared in here as a static is this hello auto bind handle. Now it's declared. There's no other instance of it in here, and it's a static. It's invisible, unused, and I mean this symbol is not used anywhere in this file. But according to this keyword, it's invisible to any other file. So what's it doing there? My guess is that it's broken. The MIDL compiler is full of bugs. And this thing should have an extern here. And it should be here. Or it doesn't even need the extern. In fact, you could just get rid of that line. If I got rid of that line, it might work. If I just take this away. Let's let this run. Suppose I get rid of this. Take the name. Doesn't matter what the name is. Put it in that spot instead of this. Okay. Well, now I have to give it some, life. That equals this. That should work, doesn't it? It's going to be the address of that. There are no references in C. Just trying to do this without having to change anything else. I don't know if that'll work. I'm making my own reference. Will that work? Oh, forget it. Just change this name. Although you'll note that this is not declared as a handle type. It's declared as something else. An RPC binding handle, which is void stuff. Okay, same thing. Now that should compile. Oh no, I forgot to change one line. What is it? Hello CC. that, and when it gets freed, it's just a name, right? It can't make any difference. This is something like what I put in the other project, like millions of attempts. There can't be any different. Now it's complaining about a const qualifier. Line 84. Where am I? Oh, it's true, isn't it? Now why didn't it complain before? You see what I mean? It's weird. It gets all messed up. Int star, handle star. Now it's all messed up. Even though it's the same code, all I've done is change the name. It's not defined. What do you mean it's not defined? It's sitting right here. Just like I had here. But now it won't compile. Hello and error undeclared identifier. Is it declared or not? MIDL auto bind hem. See what I'm saying? The reason it's messed up, I think, it is because of the bugs that this MIDL compiler thing produces buggy code by default. I save everything else. Now the other one, it's got to come up with a linker error. Now what's wrong with handle T or underscore C? Wrong file. I commented it away. There is no declaration for this. Yes. What's this? Where's this from? Typical problem. Handle T star, no good. Now previously it had address of this, which was undeclared, and now I've got address of something else, which is undeclared, but it's not happy with that. See? I changed it, okay, so now I'll change it back, and it won't complain, even though that other thing is not declared. As far as I can tell, I don't see any declaration for it. It's in no other files. What I'd like to do is make my own MIDL exe that does this part and makes C++ files so that there's strong type checking. Alright, now the link failed, which is good. It compiles correctly. Now, what are we including here? Nothing. Oh, hello.h. Oh, it's here. I see. So it is there. Okay, so I could have changed it. Okay, let's just change it then. What do I want to call it? The thing that is commented away. Underscore. Yeah, that should work now. And there should be no unresolved external. It should function exactly as it did before. No, what would? Oh, right. Remove that. Okay. No error. There it is. The message came through. And it's working. The question is, how does it work? Free the binding, free the handle, exit. How does it work? It involves these functions and the structures that are very messily declared in these generated stub files. One of the warnings that's disabled. Redefine extent to static. Now, I don't understand. If you're going to define something as static, why define it? Why say extern and then static? What's the point? Is it a hack or a trick or what? Why don't I just don't do this? Shouldn't it work? Undeclared. Maybe that's not the one. Where's the other extern? Here. Hello stub desk undeclared identifier. I see. That's okay. I don't have to say it's because it's a forward declaration, but okay, so I'll just say static. I'll set a const here. See how messed up it is? Oh, but then if you declare it as const, it's compiles, it'll be a miracle. Compiles. Did that double click? No. Alright. Works fine. So I don't need to disable that rule. But you can't help it because this file is regenerated all the time, right? Every time you run that MIDL thing, it's going to generate this stupid file. I'm going on for a long time, sort of over nothing, but you might be interested to see. No warning, nothing. And now it's correct. Before it was incorrect, now it's correct. Does it still work? Get rid of the 83. No problem, it works fine. Does it shut down properly? Yeah. Okay, there you go. So at least the thing works, and this thing's fixed. And if you want the source, you make a source. And upload it to a special directory, which is indicated on my front page. This will have a broken server. You can ignore it. Thing that I'm trying to get working. I want to be able to build the client thing entirely within this environment. The front page. This is the only way I know how to get there. I should bookmark it, shouldn't I? I can't remember this. Here. See? I had it the other day. I doubt it. It's not a thing that you can click on, but you can copy the text. If I could just get there. Okay, I like this finish. To build a backup, there's two steps. I gotta move it to a temporary spot, remove all the source control bindings, and then re-zip it up again. But if you go to the front page and go to this directory, unfortunately that's the last bit of text. It looks like there might be more, but there isn't. That's all of it. Then you'll find the new thing I'm about to upload. Log in. that source 130, which has that fix. It doesn't have this proxy thing. I could include. I'll upload that too. Okay. And the other thing happens to be a CPP debug. RPC with that includes the binaries and the PDB files, the C files and header files, everything, and the make file. Although I should, you've seen me type it anyway. It's nmake file, and then followed by the name of the selection of project you want to build. I don't know if all works. Okay. Didn't work for me before. Maybe it does now. It's supposed to build both projects at once. Oh, it's not one. Well, it should still be fine. The server doesn't have that. Doesn't use that funny handle. The server uses what I think the client is supposed to use. But I tried it and for some reason it doesn't work. It doesn't use that handle. It uses this thing. Right? Now, this is an RPC interface handle. Right? So it's a pointer to an interface handle. Here's another one. Well, this is just as good as a handle type. Why doesn't the MIDL compiler, instead of putting in that name where I had to add my own, I had to add this line, right? It generates this file too, and it doesn't have? Maybe it does. I'm afraid to generate it. Why does this thing here is unused? Oops. There's no reason why I can't put that here instead, right? And then, where is it declared? I don't know. I hate this thing. Why can't you specify a directory? It's so stupid. Here it is. Declared as the address of this thing, which is a great big structure. So that would be maybe no good. Yeah, it can't be this, the address of this, because this is a funny structure. However, on the server side, I'm going on for a long time, aren't I? Sorry about this. But you should know how messed up this thing is. Hello S.C. I couldn't get this to work until I changed, but it's a different function called register interface. Whereas this thing is using the handle for creating a binding handle, just creating a handle. This doesn't create this thing. It's being passed in, and it's the address of. It's not a handle at all. It's not like a void star. It's a specific type of structure, right? This thing is the address of this, which has the size of itself, the identifier for the hello prop or hello interface, and this other UUID. I don't know what that is. We'll search for that. Register. Anyway, sorry, I'm wasting your time. I'll find out more. See you.